Welcome back to Mythic Sleep. I'm young Homer, here to guide you through another chapter of the rise and fall of Zeus. Tonight's tale, Episode 6, The First Strike. Freeing the Cyclopes from Tartarus takes us into the depths of the ancient underworld, where Zeus takes his first steps toward fulfilling his destiny by freeing the mighty Cyclopes, the master smiths of divine weapons. Let this story carry you away, far from the cares of the day, into a place of quiet power and purpose. Begin by settling into a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you'd like, feeling the weight of your body resting peacefully on your bed. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale softly, letting go of any remaining tension, allowing your body to sink further into ease. This is your time to rest and unwind. We'll start by bringing gentle attention to your breath, noticing each inhale and exhale as it flows naturally, like a steady river. Now let's deepen the breath a little more, inhaling deeply and holding it just for a moment. Then, as you exhale, release any tightness, feeling your body soften. One more time. Breathe in calm and exhale, letting go of the day, sinking fully into relaxation. Now, let's guide the body to unwind, easing each part into peaceful rest. Start with your forehead, allowing it to soften as you exhale. Move to your jaw, letting it relax, releasing any tightness. Now, turn to your shoulders. Breathe in gently, then let them fall with your exhale, like stones settling on the riverbed. Feel your arms and hands grow heavy, unclenching and resting peacefully at your sides. Notice the rhythm in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and on the exhale, allowing each breath to take you deeper into calm. Let your hips and thighs relax, feeling fully supported, safe, and at ease. And finally, bring attention to your calves, feet, and toes. Let them rest completely, grounded and calm. Now, imagine yourself journeying into a dark, ancient cavern deep within the realm of Tartarus. The air is cool and silent, with only the faintest echoes of movement in the shadows, as if the stones themselves are holding their breath. You see Zeus, his young face determined, standing before the prison where the Cyclopes are bound, ready to free them and secure powerful allies for the battles to come. As you breathe, feel the ancient stone around you, solid and still, watching as the young god steps forward with purpose and courage. Inhale deeply, letting the quiet power of the scene fill you, and exhale, feeling calm and grounded as though the strength of the earth itself supports you. With each breath, allow yourself to drift deeper, standing beside Zeus as he takes this first strike toward destiny. Take one final deep breath in and release. Now, let us begin. After leaving Crete, Zeus journeyed across vast lands, his heart steeled by the promise of his destiny. Yet, he knew that to stand against Cronus and free his siblings, he would need allies of unimaginable strength. His path led him to the very depths of Tartarus, a realm of shadows, despair, and eternal confinement, where the strongest and most ancient beings were kept bound in darkness. Tartarus was not just a place, it was a void, an abyss that breathed with the weight of eons, and within its depths were the Cyclopes, ancient smiths of the gods, known for their boundless strength and skill. They were the original forgers of divine weapons and possessors of power capable of shaking the heavens themselves, but Cronus, fearing their power, had imprisoned them long ago, condemning them to an eternity of darkness. Zeus's journey into Tartarus was treacherous. The air grew thick as he descended, shadows clinging to him as he ventured deeper into the heart of darkness. Soon, he could see the faint glow of molten rock illuminating the gloom, casting an eerie red light over vast chains and towering stone walls. At the center of Tartarus lay the Cyclopes, chained to massive rocks, their eyes dim from centuries of confinement. They looked up as Zeus approached, their expressions a mixture of surprise and cautious hope. Though their spirits had been wearied by their imprisonment, the sight of a god, free and unafraid, stirred something within them, a faint glimmer of the strength they once wielded. Zeus, feeling the weight of his purpose, approached the first of the Cyclopes, his voice steady and resolute. "I have come to free you," he declared. "Your power is needed to end the rule of Cronus and bring light to the world once more." But the Cyclopes, skeptical from ages of betrayal, did not immediately yield to Zeus's words. One of them, Brontes, spoke with a voice as deep as thunder. "You speak of freedom, young god, but do you understand the cost of what you seek? To defy Cronus is to invite his wrath, to wage a war that could tear the heavens apart." Zeus met their wary gaze, his heart steady and undeterred. "I have lived in hiding, and I have seen the suffering caused by my father's fear. My siblings are bound within him, held captive by his dread. I would face any challenge, any wrath, to free them and to free you." The Cyclopes exchanged glances, impressed by the conviction in Zeus's voice. They saw in him a strength that was not only physical, but born from a fierce determination, nodded, their trust slowly building, for here was one who seemed destined to restore balance to a world long overshadowed by fear. With a nod of agreement, Zeus began his work. Summoning his strength, he wrapped his hands around the massive iron chains binding the first Cyclopes, Steropes. The chains were thick, forged to contain even the mightiest of beings, but Zeus's strength was greater than the Titans had anticipated. With a mighty pull, he strained against the weight of the metal, his muscles taut, his face resolute. At last, with a thunderous snap, the chains broke, clattering to the ground. The sound echoed through Tartarus, a call of liberation that sent shivers through the shadows. One by one, Zeus broke the chains of each Cyclops, his determination unwavering. As he freed the last of them, the Cyclopes rose, stretching their limbs for the first time in eons, their ancient strength rekindled and their spirits revived by the promise of a new dawn. The Cyclopes, grateful for their freedom and recognizing the power within Zeus, pledged their loyalty to him. They saw in him a leader worthy of their trust and a god with the courage to reshape destiny itself. As a gesture of gratitude and commitment, they offered Zeus a gift, a weapon forged from the very heart of the cosmos, a symbol of his divine power. From the depths of Tartarus, they summoned their ancient forges and set to work. Sparks flew, lighting up the cavern with an intense glow, and the air filled with the hum of molten metal and the clang of hammers. Finally, they emerged, holding a weapon of unparalleled power, a thunderbolt, crackling with energy, pulsating with the raw strength of the heavens. "This, Zeus, is your birthright," Brontes said, handing him the weapon. "With this thunderbolt, you hold the power to command the skies, to call forth storms, and to bring justice to those who seek to control through fear. May it serve you well." As Zeus grasped the thunderbolt, a surge of energy coursed through him, awakening the full depth of his power. He felt the might of the heavens within him, a connection to the forces of nature that pulsed like his own heartbeat. The thunderbolt was not merely a weapon, it was an extension of his spirit, a symbol of the courage and resolve that defined him. He raised the thunderbolt high, and a crack of thunder echoed through Tartarus, reverberating through the darkness as if to announce a shift in the cosmic order. Zeus felt a new strength, a sense of unity with the sky and earth, a knowledge that he was ready to face any threat that awaited him. The Cyclopes watched in awe, recognizing in him the god they had hoped for, a leader with the heart of a warrior and the wisdom to wield power with compassion. With the Cyclopes at his side, Zeus was no longer alone in his quest to overthrow Cronus. Together, they began to ascend from the depths of Tartarus, their steps echoing with purpose and resolve. Zeus had found allies who shared his vision of a world free from tyranny, a world where fear would no longer hold sway over the divine or the mortal. He knew the journey ahead would be fraught with peril, but with the thunderbolt in hand and the loyalty of the Cyclopes, he felt ready to challenge the darkness. The first strike had been made, and the path toward freedom was now illuminated by the light of his newfound power and the strength of his allies. As they emerged from Tartarus, Zeus looked to the horizon, the beginning of a new era dawning before him. The time to confront Cronus was drawing near, and he would not face it alone. Zeus had taken his first steps toward fulfilling his destiny, descending into the depths of Tartarus to free the Cyclopes and awakening his own divine power. With the thunderbolt in hand and allies by his side, he felt ready to stand against the might of Cronus. His heart, steeled by purpose, burned with the promise of a future liberated from fear. The journey would be long, the battles fierce, but Zeus knew that he was no longer the hidden child of prophecy. He was the god who would lead his family to freedom and bring a new order to the cosmos. And as he left the darkness of Tartarus behind, the heavens themselves seemed to respond, the skies crackling with the anticipation of the storm to come. With the thunderbolt in his grasp and the Cyclopes at his side, Zeus begins to embrace the full scope of his power. Join us in the next episode as he learns to wield the thunderbolt, unlocking the divine strength within and preparing for the battles that will determine the fate of Olympus and beyond. Until we meet again, may your path be filled with peace, strength, and a touch of magic. I'm young Homer, and I look forward to our next story together.